All right, this one is for Jay on baby. My name is Tim Keys, and today I'm going to show you how to record with delay compensation. I've seen this come up a lot, not necessarily on my page personally, but just in general. I've seen a couple of videos on it in some different forums as well as a request. So, what I do when I'm using Reason for delay compensation, I tap this delay compensation on button. The other thing I do is I go into my edit and my preferences. And I'll give you a heads up. Like, this part is totally subjective. It is going to be contingent on your computer, the sound card you're using, and yeah, those two things pretty much, and basically your preferred settings. So for example, right now I have this set up using my Focusrite Sapphire 6, and I have my sample rate at a setting of 48 kilohertz, and I keep my samples at about 480, and I'm using multi-core audio rendering and render audio using audio card buffer size. I have both of those things highlighted. And I do that so that when I record using, when I'm recording audio from my interface, that everything is kind of recording without any hindrances or any problems for the most part. And that's primarily, again, when I'm using, vocals, or if I'm recording instruments. That's basically the settings I have for the Focusrite. If I'm using the Fast Track, I have another interface, the Fast Track Ultra 8 rack. My settings are slightly different. And again, I finagle this, I play with this until I get it to the settings that I like. And so, unfortunately, like my process in recording straight vocals when I'm laying down instrumentations directly, into my interface is more of a touch and go. Like, I just try to get it done the quickest way possible. So I'm not a professional in this regard. And so I apologize if that's not the answer that you are looking for. Now, if I'm not hooking up my interfaces and I'm just recording using, my MIDI controllers and whatnot, then I use my primary sound driver. Pardon me. I'm gonna unplug. Let's make sure that's pulling up. Yep. So I've unplugged it. So yeah. And if I'm not using my sound card and I'm just using like the sound device that's built into the computer, then my settings are a little bit different. I use it standard at the 44K, and I leave it at this. And so when I'm recording MIDI, I don't have any issues. I've never had any issues when recording MIDI. I might make some fine-tune adjustments here or there just to make sure that as I'm pressing on these keys, I'm hearing the sound as soon as I put my finger on the keyboard. Again, you may have to do some adjustments in this regard to make sure that you don't have any severe latency, and to make sure that your audio quality comes out good. But I've also, so that's pretty much the long or the short answer to that question. I apologize if this is not as helpful as you would hope for it to be. But yeah, in my experience, it has always been contingent on computers. The specs on each computer is different. The sound cards I'm using, and even the DAW, because sometimes I'll run a different DAW, and I'll have to go in and I'll have to do some fine-tune adjustments to make sure everything is working the way it's supposed to, so I can get my ideas out. So I hope this helps. My name is Tim Keys. Thank you for watching. Peace.